So in my last lectern video, I showcased this cool concept for a combination lock in which I used a lectern and a button, and I made this combination lock and it turned on this lamp and opened this door. And if you want to see this in action, I'll put the video in the description and you can just skip to the part where I showcase this. But in the video, I said that I'd be doing a tutorial, and guess what? You read the title, it's tutorial time, so let's start the tutorial. So in front of me, it does look a little bit different to what we had over there, but basically you want a lectern with a button on top, and in the lectern you want a book with 15 pages, and we're going to do this in like little segments. So the first part, we're going to be building the selector panel circuit. The second part is going to be the button circuit. The third one's going to be the actual combination lock, and the fourth one's going to be the reset. So these are the items you need in your inventory right now for the cyan circuit, which is the selector panel. So first thing, you put a comparator on the back of this, and you're going to put 15 pieces of dust going towards the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now you're going to dig a hole in front of the redstone like this, and you're going to put repeaters on one tick, and you're not going to tick them. And I'm doing this terribly. Okay, there we go. So you got your repeaters. And now you're going to put a line of repeaters on 3 ticks on top like this. I almost forgot what to do there, but you're going to do this all the way across. And now you're going to dig another hole in front of these repeaters. You're going to put torches on top, well, on these blocks. And you're going to put blocks on top of these torches. And on top of these blocks, you are going to put more torches. And the last thing you need to do is put blocks on top of these repeaters. And put redstone on top of all these blocks. So this is basically our entire selector panel. So to test it, we check the book. We're on page 1, and the first torch is lit up. And if we flip it to page 2, the second torch is lit up. Page 3, third torch is lit up, and we go back to page 2, second torch, and page 1, first torch, and I have to remove this. So now we have to add our pistons. So you're gonna go on this side of the torch, and you're gonna put sticky pistons facing upwards like this, and you're gonna put cauldrons on top of all of these sticky pistons, and you're going to put water inside all of these cauldrons and not miss any like I did. And then finally, which is the last part, you're going to go 2 blocks in front of all these pistons, and you're going to go all the way across. And on the first row of these blocks, you're going to put comparators. And on the second row, you are going to put repeaters. So this is basically our entire selector panel done. So if we just flip through the pages, so we are on page 8, and the 8th piston is extended. We can go to page 5 or page 4, and if you go too fast, it does spit out its cauldron, so try not to go super duper fast. So we are on page 3, and the third cauldron's activated, but for now we're going to put it on page 1, and we're going to move on to the green circuit. So for the green circuit, you're going to need these items in your inventory, and the first thing we're going to do is go over to these repeaters, and we're going to go in front of them and 2 blocks below, and we're going to put a line of sticky pistons facing upwards. And on top of these sticky pistons, we're going to put some blocks like this. And on top of those blocks, you're going to put any block that can fall, like sand or gravel, or in my case, I'm going to put lime concrete powder on top just so it matches our lime green circuit block. And beside these pistons, you're going to put a line of blocks going like this, and you're going to put a line of redstone going on these pistons. You're going to put a repeater going into this block, a block behind it, and you're going to put redstone all the way up to here. You're going to put a torch on this block, or whatever block your button's on, if it's on top of the lectern like I showed you before. You're going to put a block to the side, a piece of redstone on the block, and a torch, and that's going to spit it out. So just place it again. So now you should have all your pistons going up and going down, just like that, and it's all beautiful. So now we're doing the red circuit. So for the red circuit, you are going to need these items, and I forgot to get item. So for the red circuit, again, you're going to need these items. I just forgot the slab, and now we are going to start doing the combination lock circuit. So first thing you're going to do is put a layer of blocks on top of this line of redstone and put repeaters on top of those blocks. And now here is where you have to start thinking of how many numbers you want in your combination. So for every single row of repeaters, you have to space them out like this, and every single block counts as a number. So this is going to be only one number, two numbers, three numbers. So if you want a 4-number combination, you need 4 rows of repeaters. If you want a 9-number combination, you need 9 rows of repeaters. But for this tutorial, I'm only going to do 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of repeaters. So now you're going to make those rows. So you made your rows of blocks, and you're going to put repeaters on them. And now once you did that, you're going to put blocks going in front of all of these repeaters, going like this. So you're going to do that to every single row. So now here is when you have to start making your combination. So you have to think of what numbers you want. So this is going to be the first number. So this is number 1. The second one's number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have to think of what combination you want. So let's say we want our first number to be a 1. So if we go to our 1, we have to go all the way to the back. So we have to go to the furthest row of blocks and put a torch. So that's going to be our first number. Now we're going to go back to our cauldrons, and we want our second number to be a 5. So we're going to go on this row and put a torch on the second row of blocks, and we're going to go back, and let's say we want the next one to be 15, 14, 13, 12. Let's do 11, and we're going to go to the next row of blocks, and finally let's just do 5 again, because why not? So this is your combination basically. So if you did a 1, you're going to replace that torch with a block like this and a piece of redstone on it, because it's just easier that way. And on all the other torches that aren't 1s, you're going to put blocks on top like this, and you're going to put a row of blocks going all the way to the end. And now you're going to put redstone on all of these blocks like this, and on the end of these lines you're going to put torches, and now you're going to put pistons in front of these torches like this. So you're going to put that on all of the torches, and on top of these pistons you're going to put another gravity affected block. So I'm going to use concrete again, and we're going to put slabs. Well, we're going to put a slab here and blocks in between this and a block. Actually, you don't need a block there yet. So we're going to put repeater, repeater, and repeater. And now we're going to put a dust like that. And we're going to put under here. We were going to put a torch if there wasn't a 1, but now we have to put it behind like this. So you're going to put your torch like this. So this is what you're going to do. So basically how it's going to work, if you type in the first number, it's going to activate this piston. So let me get a redstone block. And now this is budded. So now if you activate the second piston, that will stay budded, that will stay budded, and this will stay budded. And to reset it, all you have to do is just power this, let all the pistons fall, well, retract, the sand falls, and the combination lock resets. So now basically you're basically done. All you need to do is the reset, but basically I said basically a lot. You can hook up this to anything you want. So I don't know, let's make a lamp flicker. I don't really know what to do. Let's put a random clock over here. with loud pistons. So now when we're entering our combination lock, it's going to, once I get this right, actually you have to power it from the back and not break the pistons. So once we finish our combination lock, we are not gonna get that. Okay, doesn't matter. We're gonna get this flickering clock, and that's good enough. So now we're just going to retract these. So now all you have to do is the reset, and that's actually probably the easiest part. So now let's do that. So these are the items for the yellow circuit, and it's the easiest one to do because you don't need like anything. So basically what we want is, first we're gonna put a torch here, and we want this torch to power this torch over here, so then it resets. So how we're gonna do that is we're going to start digging a trench over here. I'm gonna stop here so we don't break this repeater, and go maybe put a block here so then we can start going up. So now what we're gonna do is put a block, well, a repeater here, a block, another repeater, another block, a piece of redstone. You're gonna put a block on top like that, and another repeater. So now we have a line that goes through over here, and now we have to get it linked up here. So we can just start going down from this torch like this, and we can just hook it up like that, and that is our reset. And if you did put a 1 here, you kind of have to like wrap it around or something. Actually, that's not the best way. We can just go under here and go up here. So guess what? We are now done, and it's ready to test it. So we have our redstone in, and just in case, we're gonna put a repeater here, and now we are going to test it. So I'm gonna clear my inventory, and we are going to start flipping the pages. So the first number of our combination is a 1. So we're already on page 1. So push the button, and if you put the first number and you click the button, the first piston should go up and stay up. So now the second one is a 5. So we are going to flip to page 5, and we are going to push the button. So you put your second number in, and the piston goes up. And now we're going to put our third number in. So the third number is our 11. So we're going to go to page 11. And the 11th piston is raised, and now we can push the button. And now we have 1 more piston. So now we can go back here and go all the way back to page 1. And our piston kind of got stuck, so let's just go back. There we go. So we're on page 1. We push the button, and it wasn't page 1. So, well, there we go. I kind of demonstrated that putting the wrong combination doesn't go in. It's not page 1. I'm stupid. It's actually page 5. So now let's actually put the right page in. So now we're on page 5. We're gonna push the button, and now, wow, we get our clock, and it's spazzing out and hurting our eyes. So now to reset it, what we're gonna do is take our book. So now that's going to reset. These pistons are going to retract, and this torch will stay off until we put the book on again. So let's do that. So now this torch came on, the first piston came on, and guess what? We did it. We did the combination lock. Wow, we're done. So now you can hook this red line to whatever you want. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I also have another idea for a lectern, and that'll be in another video. So potatoes are tasty. Goodbye.